Welcome. If you're a hospitality student, or maybe you're a professional looking to climb that ladder, you have definitely come to the right place. In this guide, we're going to break down the entire path to becoming a successful, modern hotel general manager. We'll give you practical, real-world knowledge that you can actually use.
I'm here to guide you on this journey, using extensive industry experience to support your professional growth every step of the way.
So here's our roadmap. We've structured this journey into 5 key stages. First, we'll define what a modern general manager really is. Then, we'll dive into mastering the hotel as one integrated system. After that, we'll look at driving commercial success, explore the art of inspirational leadership, and finally, we'll chart the path to lifelong mastery.
Okay, let's start at the destination. What does it actually mean to be a modern general manager? What does that role look like today?
The general manager, or GM, is so much more than just a title on a door. It is a truly multifaceted leadership position. A great GM has to seamlessly blend expertise in operations, revenue, marketing, finance, and probably most important of all, people management. Your goal is to be the conductor, orchestrating all of these elements to ensure the complete success of the hotel.
So how do you even begin to prepare for a role that complex? Well, the journey starts by building a solid foundation. And that means learning to see the hotel not as a collection of separate departments, but as a single, interconnected system.
To really see that whole system, you first have to understand all its moving parts. This means you need a real, working knowledge of every core department, from the guest-facing teams like the front office and F&B to the vital engines running in the background, like housekeeping, engineering, finance, and HR.
And this right here, this is a core philosophy of great leadership. A GM's real strength isn't about being the top expert in any one department. It's about understanding how they all have to work together. I mean, think about it. If housekeeping isn't talking to the front desk about clean rooms, you get frustrated guests in the lobby. That's a system failure, and seeing that big picture is what allows you to make smarter decisions.
And that brings us to your role as the central hub of communication. You're the one who makes sure every single team, from the kitchen staff to the sales managers, understands the hotel's main goals. Clear, consistent, and genuinely motivating communication, that's the tool you'll use to build trust, solve problems, and keep morale high across the entire system. All right, once that operational system is understood, let's head down to what I like to call the engine room. This is where we focus on the commercial responsibilities, the things that power the hotel's financial health and overall performance.
Now take a look at this chart. It really breaks down where a GM's commercial focus needs to be. Notice that revenue management takes the biggest slice of the pie? That's not just about setting room rates. It's about deep, strategic optimization. And right behind it are analyzing financial results, driving sales, and guiding marketing strategies to make sure the hotel doesn't just survive, but thrives. Let's be clear, a modern GM has to be financially fluent. This means going way beyond just reading a P&L statement. You need the analytical skill to really interpret performance reports, the strategic insight to guide pricing decisions, the discipline to approve smart budgets, and the foresight to evaluate the return on any potential investment.
A hotel can have perfect systems and amazing financials, but without a motivated team, it's just a building. It's missing its soul. And that brings us to the very heartbeat of the GM role, the art of inspirational leadership. This is about moving beyond just managing tasks to having a genuine positive influence on people.
And there's a really critical distinction to make here. A traditional manager might just delegate tasks from behind a desk, but a supportive leader, they empower their teams, they lead by example, they're a visible presence on the front lines. It's the difference between telling people what to do and inspiring them to want to do it.
This really gets to the heart of that supportive style. When a GM is right there in the lobby talking with guests, or in the restaurant during a chaotic dinner service, it sends an incredibly powerful message. It tells the staff that their hard work is seen, that leadership is engaged, and that everybody is on the same team, working towards the exact same goal.
So now, let's look to the horizon, because becoming a great GM isn't some finish line you cross. It's a commitment to continuous growth and always embracing what's next.
The hospitality industry never stands still, right? It's constantly evolving. A forward-thinking GM has to stay curious. That means adapting to new technologies that make the guest experience better, driving sustainability initiatives that travelers really care about, and always exploring new ways to meet and even predict guest expectations.
So, how do you keep growing? It really comes down to these 3 pillars. Find mentors who've walked this path before you, never stop learning, pursue continuous training to sharpen your skills, and most importantly, get as much hands-on experience as you possibly can. Theory is essential, but leadership is forged in practice.
Ultimately, when you become a general manager, you are accepting a profound responsibility. You become the custodian of 4 critical things: the guest experience, the well-being of your entire team, the financial performance of the property, and the reputation of the brand itself. It's a role that demands integrity and a relentless drive for excellence.
And so, as we wrap up this overview, I'll leave you with this question. Think of it as both a challenge and an invitation. The path is demanding, there's no doubt about it, but for those who are ready to walk it, the rewards of shaping the future of this incredible industry are just immense. So, are you ready?